We took the plane yesterday in the sky, so high, and then it came down. Guess where we were? Portugal. That's the story of how we got here. Recently, I've been trying to not have a goal and just see if I can focus on the tour a little more, just focus on the moment, because I tend to, by the end of the tour, have very low attention span. This phone, that phone, that phone. And I think by minimizing the number of things I'm trying to pack into the tour time, I might get more out of it.
I'm having lunch with Bentley. This is fucking unbelievable. This is so good.
Yeah, I remember you wrote a song.
For most of the tours, I had a second mission besides the tour, like some project I hoped to do. But I try to improve at guitar. I don't practice nearly as much at home as I do on tour, because the guitar is just around and I have time. And I try to write in my journal, but I'm not having like specific goals anymore. And I'm avoiding making videos or doing a lot of songwriting on the road, just generally, so that when I get home, I've got like a lot of ideas from basically meditating on the actual interesting stuff that's happening. I don't know if I'm going to stick with that. We'll see. So far, nothing has worked. Like, I still have very low attention span, and I still have a sense of guilt that I'm not like accomplishing any other things.
Don't you open like this the show you should?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Nice! Ah! Dun dun! Okay, so we just take it. What? Yeah.
But every night is a different memory.
Yeah, I have to play a solo
This,
set.
how could you say that this song is not proggier than the last song?
Yeah, we got a few songs left.
When somebody tells me they like the music, I want to really think about that person and like imagine them listening to it. And when I hear like when I see an audience dancing, I want to like think about all the moments that led them to this room that we're in now and how unlikely it is that anyone's heard any of it, and like how in the grand course of human history this is just a tiny blip where our music even exists, and it won't necessarily exist in like 100 years or 1,000 years or more. So feeling numb right now is like doesn't make any logical sense.
We've been treated so well. I feel like I just want to go to sleep. But now, the real question is, what will happen next? Oh. Aha. Well, what's going to happen now is we've practiced our songs a lot, and we put them in a specific order. And now it is our duty to perform them in the order that we decided on earlier. Woo! And if we do that, we'll have a great night. It'll be so fun.
I had something I don't wonder why I switched so much. I am swimming in a muck full of stomachs. So I the old story in the blues with the news. Don't you thinking about it? I was so young. That can I can oh, I can feel I am shrinking in the laptop light. Messages and blessings from each part of my mind. When I'm writing fiction, I am stricken real life. Begging me to quit a bit until the sunrise. Hey, I'm feeling so. I'm feeling so alone. With my holy ghost, I'm feeling. And when I do, I take control of my holy ghost. We took our secrets and hold a pretty Every thought is a transient chemical.
I feel really separated from the rest of the world when I'm on tour because we're living this kind of rare fantasy life that it's not that it's always an amazing, wonderful fantasy, but it's certainly like a way different feeling than most people's like day-to-day feels, and my own day-to-day when I'm not on tour. But what really starts to wear on me is more that I feel like disconnected from like everything, and just sort of numb, and that is really bad, especially because every night at the shows I'm experiencing things that are my dream. It's like a lot of cognitive dissonance when you're getting exactly what you want and people are emotional around you and you're like emotional around them, but then you still feel numbness. So that's something I'm trying to address, is like, how can I get more out of everything?
I need all the Genesis I can get.
This doesn't make any sense. Don't film me doing this. You couldn't get it either, you bastard.
Don't film me doing this.
Hey, don't film me doing this. Stop it! I left you.
Oh,
I'm getting it.
Yeah.
okay. Oh yeah.
Still not worth filming.
Stop filming me.
Oh, hello? Hello? Oh, it's American.
Stop filming us. Stop
The hole is like this. I have to admit.
Try to like figure out why there's so little feeling compared to like the hugeness of what's happening. Yeah. Not necessarily something I'd want my audiences thinking about while I'm playing, though, because I at least when we're playing, I definitely don't feel that way. It's just like the rest of the time. Yeah. When we're playing, there's more at stake. So like, there is a way that everything could go wrong in that moment. So there's like a sense of victory when it's going well. And, yeah.